Very terrifying week for the Jamaica Constabulary Force and also the Jamaica Defense Force after they lost two of their members in what police said was a violent gun attack on the two parties. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 007 TV. Let's talk, and we're about to discuss this on the program. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program. This is the wonderful studios of Links 007 TV and I'm your host, Links 007. We ask you, please remember just to like, share, subscribe to the channel so you're notified whenever we post new videos. Well, what we want to discuss on the program today is the taking out of two security force members, one from the JCF and also one from the JDF, in what police is being declared as a violent gun attack on the two security parties. So it's a very sad moment right now for the Jamaica Constabulary Force and a sad moment for the Jamaica Defense Force after they lost two of their members in separate shooting incidents just this week. And we're going to share the details of what really transpired in these two separate scenarios that played out, one in the corporate area and one in the central part of the island in Maypen, Clarendon, to be exact, in Milk River, in which a soldier was taken out in what police declared as a gun attack on that party. So right now, the number of individuals have took to social media just in order to send condolences to the family and friends of the fallen security force members, and those include the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Most Right Honorable Mr. Andrew Holness, as well made a post about the passing of the two, and we're about to divulge the details of that as well on the program for today. But when we look at what is going on around us right now and what is going on as it relates to crime and violence, being a police officer or being a member of any security party, your life is at risk. I have friends that are in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I have friends that are in the Jamaica Defense Force. And from time to time when we do meet up and we link and we talk about what's going on in the country and they share their experience with me, I can tell you they have a very challenging task or a day-to-day challenging task in order to complete or execute their duties in the right and proper manner, based on the fact that there's a rampant criminal activity going on the island, and at times they can just be caught in certain situations that they're not prepared for, or even if they are prepared for, they are caught unexpected. Now these two individuals were less than 30 years old and they had a family, and I can just imagine right now what their families are going through based on this news as it broke on social media just this week. Now we're gonna divulge the incident that took place over there in Maxfield Avenue thus this week as it relates to that police officer being viciously taken out, and I can tell you that was just such a terrifying moment for the police members and also the team that was on hand at that shooting incident. Now we're going to divulge the details that took place over there in Maxfield Avenue, in which the police officer was viciously taken out in that gun incident. So a policeman was shot and taken out in Maxfield Avenue area of St. Andrew yesterday. So it is understood that the police assigned to the Hunts Bay police station was on patrol in the Patrora Road area, a section of a volatile community in that section of the island, when he was attacked by a gunman. The police was shot in the head and he was reportedly taken to hospital. However, he did not survive the attack. And this falls on the heels after a Jamaica Defense Force soldier, a member of the JDF, was shot by a gunman in Clarendon in an anti-gang operation just this week as well. So these two individuals lost their life in trying to protect the lives of others and trying to maintain law and order. Now we're going to divulge the details of what took place over there in Clarendon with this JDF soldier losing his life as well. So a Jamaica Defense Force soldier, JDF soldier, was shot by a gunman in Clarendon on Thursday night and he succumbed to his injuries while at hospital. The identity of the individuals have so far been ascertained, but I'm not going to give you their identities just yet. So reports are that the soldier was part of a joint military team that went to the Milk River community in the parish around 7 p.m. on Thursday night to carry out an anti-gang operation when criminals opened fire at the law enforcement personnel. The soldier was shot in the encounter and he was rushed to hospital, but sources indicated that he succumbed to his injuries on Friday morning. A quantity of marijuana was also seized in the incident, but it's still unclear whether or not the police and the military were able to make any arrests as it relates to this recent incident that took place in Milk River. Now we are going to divulge what the Commissioner of Police had to say about these two incidents, and that's Major General Anthony Anderson and other members of the police high command of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, as they condemn both taking out of these two individuals while in line of duty. So the police officer that was viciously taken out in the Maxfield Avenue area has so far been identified as 27-year-old Constable Kemar Francis of the Hunts Bay Police Station. Constable Francis was among a group of officers on patrol on the Maxfield Avenue area when they responded to reports of gunfire shortly after midnight on Friday night. During that shooting incident, one of the shooters, 28-year-old Siobhan Johnson, otherwise called Burnt Waste, was also shot dead by the police, a release from the police high command stated. The police commissioner, Major General Anthony Anderson, also took the time to express shock about the whole entire situation and said that the police force will not back down from rampant criminal activities. Let's go over to what the police commissioner had to say about the whole incident.
Challenge we've had with crime and violence in Jamaica. Our police officers continue to respond. We've noticed an upsurge in their boldness, how willing they are to take on the police and the military, both of us. And we will continue to do what we have to do. We'll continue to push back. We'll continue to have resolve when this is not going to deter us. Each event like this just strengthens our resolve. We will fix this problem. We'll need to. But to do it, we will need the support of our public and the various other arms of government to allow us to succeed. But we will continue to do what we have to do. This is not in any way going to stop us or deter us. So the people out there who feel that this is the way they should go, understand that we will be coming for you, we'll be looking for you, and we will do what we need to do to ensure that our country is safe.
Thank you, sir.
That was Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson giving his account of what really transpired over there in the Maxfield Avenue area of the corporate area, in which a police constable was viciously taken out after they responded to a gun shooting incident. So when we look at the situation that played out, as you could hear the police commissioner stating there, and they remain strong and they remain focused in order to tackle the entire situation that is unfolding right across the country. But when we look on the situation, it's very sad to see what is going on right across the country as it relates to crime and violence, and it's very sad to see how we are losing young people, old people, and it doesn't even matter your age at this very current moment, because these criminals, they are very heartless and they don't care what age you are, where you're from, your social economical background. They're just out to get you, and they will do this with whatever means possible. So the other individual that was taken out in the violent gun attack over there in Maple, Clarendon, and a part of the Jamaica Security Force JDF, has been identified as 21-year-old Private Raynell King, and he was attached to the 4th Jamaica Regiment, and he was taken out in what police believe was a gun attack over there in Clarendon, Milk River to be exact. And that situation, the Prime Minister have expressed outrage about the killing of the Jamaica Defence Force soldier in line of duty as well in the anti-gang operation that took place on Thursday of this week. So in a statement from Mr. Onis, he expressed deep sadness of the news of the killing of King, and he expressed his condolences to the soldier's family and also members of his colleagues in the Jamaica Defence Force. But he also stated that the government will be investing heavily in increasing the capacity and the capabilities of the security forces in combating the rampant criminal activities that has been plaguing the island, the Prime Minister stated. And the Jamaica Defense Force and also the Jamaica Constabulary Force over the past few months have been equipped with some real new technological advancement in the security fighting against crime. And when we look on the situation that played out over there, it's very sad to see that we have lost a police and also a soldier just in 1 week. These individuals were just young. They were not 30 years old as yet, two of them in their 20s. And it's very sad to see what played out over there in Clarendon and also in the corporate area of Maxville Avenue. But it just goes to show you that we're living in a time right now where criminal activities are at a high, and we really need to just be focused and be mindful of what's going on around us and take the necessary precautions as well as much as possible, just in order to protect your own well-being and to maintain your own safety in this difficult time that we're living in. But we here at Links 007 TV as well just want to take this opportunity just to express our condolences to both the families of these two individuals that were viciously taken out just this week. I think we're going to leave this one here for now. This has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk, and I'm out for this one. Peace out. Have a blessed and productive day.